All right, let's go to number 2. The Commanders, there was talk very early on. They did get calls about moving. It became apparent they were not moving. But there was real discussion whether it was going to be Drake May, maybe J.J. McCarthy, or Jayden Daniels. I got the sense, Chase, in talking to all the coaches, the scouts, the GMs I do, that people saw Cliff Kingsbury, what he's done historically, and really the guy who fit that was Jayden Daniels. This is not, though, Kyler Murray. They're not carbon copies of one another. They can do some of the same things. When you think about what this offense is going to look like with Jayden Daniels, what does he do well, and what are they going to have him do in Washington?
Well, I love Jayden Daniels. In my opinion, he was right up there in my quarterback rankings with Caleb Williams, because what he does so well is he goes through progressions at a pace that I really have not seen an NFL quarterback coming out of college do in a really long time. And what does that mean? Hey, he understands how to get from the first to the second to the third. I've seen him, Tom, get to the fourth and fifth progressions in a college offense and throw touchdowns to the running back on a check down versus quarters coverage, where that's the only place to go with the ball. So he is a really bright mind, and I really do think his ceiling is higher than Kyler Murray in this offense. And that's why I love the fit. And that's why I think they were really sold on Jayden Daniels the entire time, was because of Cliff Kingsbury. It's not a really hard offense to learn, although Jayden's really smart. It's very just, hey, here's a half field read. Here's a half field read. Here is a full field progression. It's very quarterback friendly. And obviously they're going to use his legs. I think that's not being talked about enough. I watched a film the day before the NFL draft just to get a bearing on who he was as a player against Florida. He ran for 238 yards.
Yeah.
It is really, really crazy to see that. And he really is, though, a combination of both a pocket passer and a runner. I think that's what the Commanders really liked about him. The only thing, Tom, he's got to gain some weight. He's got to get his weight up. He looked really fragile in college. He took some massive hits. If he's going to be running that much, you cannot have that happen in the NFL.
That mashup that has been floating around social media of Jayden Daniels taking hits set to the Looney Tunes theme is one of the funniest things that I saw the entire pre-draft process. But it is true. He takes some absolutely hellacious hits. He was
Not
like
good.
$170 in his days at Arizona State. He was up to 190, I want to say, in the spring 2 years ago. So he has put on 20 pounds. The question is, he's this narrow frame type of dude.
Yeah.
If you keep doing that, regardless how much weight you put on, if you take those types of hits at the NFL level, whether you're Anthony Richardson, who's 6'5", and 240, or Cam Newton, who's 6'5", eventually that stuff's going to add up on your body.
Totally. And that's the biggest thing that NFL quarterbacks and NFL coaches and NFL trainers talk about. The best ability is availability. And that's what he has to understand. Get down, know when the journey's over. It sounds cliche, and guess what? It is. But it still withstands the test of time. You can't take hits and be able to play 17, maybe 18 games like Roger Goodell said is coming.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.